he's been quality tonight, Hernandez. He's dynamite.
Any time my dad would go to the field, we were there watching him, and anywhere he would go play, like I see him getting ready or stuff, like I'd always want to follow him. That's when it started, you know, as soon as I could walk, I was always with the ball. I loved the ball, so. We went to a local park, and then a lady that was running the local team there, she came up to my dad and she said, "Hey, does your son, like, we see him kicking the ball, does he play on a team or something? Because we're starting a team." I think I was about 7 or 8 at the time, and yeah, that's how I joined my first team. Like, it just happened to come to us, and it was close to home, so I guess it was meant to be. And then from there, eventually I moved on to a club team, which was called AC Milan at the time. And then from there, it was to another local team. We moved, it was called Empire Soccer Club. We were competing at like the highest youth level, which was like Gold Premier, I believe. And in that category, there was a team, Chivas USA. At the time, they weren't academy yet. It was just, I think that was the highest level of play, Gold Premier, and you know, they were always the better team. One time, their coach, they were going to take a team to Dallas to play the Dallas Cup. And yeah, he asked for a couple players from my Empire team, and I happened to be one of them. I think after that, I decided to stay with Chivas USA, just 2013. And then I believe that was the year that they fell apart. So then the starters of Chivas USA combined it with the starters of Galaxy Academy. That's when I started playing Academy for Galaxy. It was tough, not only for me, but for my parents. And you know, to this day, I thank them for everything they do, because if they didn't support me, what I wanted to do, it would be impossible, because we lived in Riverside. Chivas USA would train in Bell Gardens as well. And then when I moved to Galaxy, it was in Carson, you know, and we would train 4 times a week. My dad would get home directly. Sometimes he'd be eating on the way to take me to training, and then he'd come back, you know, go to sleep because he has to go to work the next day, have to go to school. And then when I got to Galaxy, the beginning, it was the same. He would take me, but then eventually, you know, we talked to them and told them, hey, like, you know, it's far for us. So they had housing for players that weren't from the area or stuff around. I mean, I was still a teenager at the time, 14. You know, I had to stay away from my family. I would stay, it was called Casa Club, at the Casa Club with other players. If we played, my parents would come watch the game and then spend the weekend with them, or go home, and then they'd bring me back Monday morning. And it was like that for, I'd say, like 3-4 years, all of the academy. Yeah, I think I left Europe beginning of 2022. And you know, growing up, you watch European football, and I go, oh wow, like, you know, it'd be a dream to go play over there. And you know, I'm 21, you know, it's coming out of a great season, and I have this opportunity. You know, why not take it? I was excited because I'm like, oh, this is what I wanted. You know, I'm living a dream of mine that I had, playing first division in Europe, and you know, I have to make the most of it. So the beginning was exciting and mentally tough.
Jorge Hernandez забиває.
My days off were in, you know, in the hotel, FaceTime with my family or something, and everybody else would go home, enjoy the time with them. You know, that part was tough for sure.
The war happens in Ukraine.
Yeah.
Did you consider coming back to the United States, or were you set on staying in Europe?
I did consider coming back to the United States, but you know, I spoke to my agent. You know, there's a couple options for you. You can go try out to different teams that we spoke to that are interested. And yeah, it just happened to be that I went to Belgium, to KV Mechelen. And so I was there training. I trained there for 2 weeks. And after the 2 weeks, they're like, yeah, like, you know, we like him as a player. We want him to stay with us. Yeah, at the end of the day, you know, I was thankful with God and that I had another opportunity. And I just told myself, like, you know, you might not ever get another opportunity. If this is the only chance you have, treat it like it's the last one.
And your wife is able to come, move out there and come be with you. That had to be just incredible, right? How was that?
So when I first left to Europe, she stayed back 6 months to finish her bachelor's degree. She graduated, and literally 2 days after, she flew to me, and I was just in better spirits when she was there, because you know, you have your person there with you, you know, going through it, and you know, if there's someone that you want there to be there with you, it's your person, you know. So that for sure put me in a better place mentally, and you know, ready to compete for a spot on the field. I think for the time I was gone, I always had my family supporting me, if it was through FaceTime, through social media, whatever that was, up to date, asking me how stuff was going and everything. And you know, for them to to show up or have a chance to come see me play live, you know, it just feels amazing when we come like to OC. You know, I see my family, my wife's family. You know, I think that means a little more to us too, because you have more support. You know, you can see them physically, talk to them, spend a good time with them, and I feel like it's like a Mexican tradition when someone in life, in your family or friends are doing good, you know, you support them. We love San Antonio. You know, people here are friendly. We love walking at the Pearl with Oso. You know, just exploring new stuff around here. And I just say overall, just thankful.
Here, this is dangerous from Herrera. Give us it up. Jorge Hernandez puts it through. San Antonio